Ladies and gentlemen, you want to make your way to the buzz stage now. If you've got some young kids you want to come across and get involved as well, because we're going to give you some amazing information about what you can do today and get involved with something really fun. How often are you ever going to hear the term Jedi and yoga together? We have the absolutely brilliant Doug Robson with us right now. Let's hear a big cheer. Should be a microphone just to the side there. It should be switched on.
Yeah, there we go.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm not too bad. How are you doing?
I'm pretty blown away. At this place, I've never been to anything like this. The closest I got was once walking past one in London and seeing all the cosplay stuff. But inside, this is remarkable. The kind of time they put into outfits here supersedes anything I see on film sets. These guys are really committed.
Any outfits you're tempted to get for yourself now?
Man, I don't even know what it is. There's a guy, he looks like a juggernaut size. He must be 7 foot something. He's here with his whole family, whatever that thing is. He's got his beard sticking out the bottom, but that's pretty incredible.
I think it'd suit it. Now, before we get into the kids zone and the Jedi Yoga, I wanted to talk to you about some of the stunt work that you've done. So you've been in a range of different films. What films have you been involved with for stunt work?
You see, we get asked this, and because there's such a delay from when we do it to when it comes out, you tend to forget. But, I mean, these are the most recent ones. These are from Kingsman 2. As you can see, sporting a lot better hairstyle than I normally have there. It's the wonder of hair and makeup. Thor 2 was kind of one of my first big ones. I played the elves on there, and another, like a marauder, a lot of prosthetic stuff. Star Wars, James Bond, Mission Impossible. Currently doing the new Han Solo, and going on to Game of Thrones actually as of Monday.
Wow.
And we did number 7 too, so it kind of all merged into one. Your head kind of, it's hard to keep track.
But it's impressive to say that you've been in all of these films and TV shows and everything. Has there been any favourites that you've done so far?
You know, it's got to be Game of Thrones. It was a good couple of years. I was supposed to be on it, but I was busy working on Avengers. And the next year, I think it was Alice in Wonderland. I mean, it doesn't get a lot more juxtaposition than that. But yeah, I wanted to really get on there, and it was great. We ended up doing this scene in Catharis, burning 20 stunt guys at once, which is a world record. And if you like that, no spoilers, but there's going to be a much bigger one in this coming season. But working on that, it's just, you're working with some of the best talent, not only in the UK, but in the world. You know, there's 70-odd stuntmen from Bulgaria, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, England, America, and everyone's kind of coming together and putting on, they really put it to the test. You know, we put our bodies on the line as well as our lives, and something like that, you can't fathom the excitement, but also the nervousness of being on fire, fully encased in fire, and you're putting your life into usually your best friend, because you choose your safety partner, but you put it into one of those guys. I mean, I was only the safety on the 20-man burn. I got to do my burn later as Randall Tarley, but yeah, you're stressed out. You're like, I need to get this guy out because he needs to breathe, and you can't breathe while you're on fire. That was cool.
It looks amazing on screen, but like I say, you're the one that's on fire. You're putting a lot of trust in people. Has there ever been moments where you've just thought, something's not right here?
You know what? It's going to sound ridiculous, but I would say every time I hear 2 on the 3, 2, 1 action, I normally get that feeling. I normally go, I'm on the end of a line or something, and I'll be going, what am I doing? I'm a 34-year-old man. What am I doing? I'm dressed as this character on a film set, acting like a monkey. How did I get here? Like, it really, blows my mind. But yeah, you get that niggle, and you got to like suppress that feeling of everything's bad to go, you know what? Everything's fine. These are professionals I work with, and it's too late anyway. So here we go.
It's like that on a roller coaster, isn't it?
It's pretty much, except you don't put your hands up if you want to go faster. You break your arm.
So what sort of celebrity guests have you done stunts for on behalf of them?
I mean, these are 2 of the bigger ones here, Colin, Firth, and Channing Tatum. I did Loki on Thor 2, Tom Hiddleston for a bit of time. To ring my mind, Randall Tarley on Game of Thrones was one. Oh, yeah, man, I should have prepared for this. I know there's a good one. Give me a second, I remember. But I would say instead of doubling, but the highlight was definitely working with Elton John. Like, that is royalty. Like, it sounds crazy for someone in the action business, but you see Elton John on stage, and he's playing a piano, and they're like, now you have to fight him. I was like, no way. Look, that's Elton John. I'm not touching him. So that's been probably the coolest guy I've met.
Now, before we move on to the kids zone, Jedi Yoga, which I know a few people are excited about trying, I can't wait to grab a lightsaber. What has been one of your favourite stunts that you've ever done? Is the one that kind of sticks in your mind?
the Game of Thrones one will always go down because that was my first full fire burn, and that's a very unique feeling. Not seeing, you just got flames in front of you, just like, this is mental. And but probably the first one, like so many things, the first one's the one you remember. And even when I heard the brief, it was for Carlsberg Advent, they said, you got to dive through an ice cream truck.
Yes, that is an amazing shot.
Through one window, out the other side. And I was like, okay, well, they'll definitely like have some clever system in place. And then I got there, and no, just an ice cream van and a cool box to step off. And I was like, that's it. That's the sum total of our props.
Clear. How many times did you have to practice that and do that stunt?
We got like 2 practices, and then they were kind of like, well, we may as well film it and get lucky. And luck would have it, I slipped on the box the first take. And you got to commit to make it all the way through. And I just ended up with my arms in. And it's a great shot because the camera's coming with me, and then I just don't arrive on the other side. And I come back, and I'm just stuck in this kind of position. But that one kind of sticks out because, that was the first time I was like, oh my goodness, this is real now. I've done all the training. Now I have to be on screen and do it and pretend you know what you're doing. And I'll let you in a secret. I still don't. I still don't, but it seems to be going okay.
Well, have you ever been like seriously injured from any of the stunts before? Or have you been quite lucky?
I've been pretty lucky. But training up to be a stuntman, I did tear my ACL twice. My clavicles have gone. So those have really kind of got me behind schedule. But it's funny, at work you tend to get it pretty lucky. You get bumps and bruises. So far, so good, and touch wood for that. But it's normally training, doing something that's unrelated that you end up hurting yourself because I guess you're not concentrating as much.
Well, hopefully that won't be the case in the future as well.
You and me both.
And I'm looking forward to see. You know what? I'm going to be watching Game of Thrones. I'll be like, which one's you? There he is.
Yeah, there's hoping. I'm looking forward to this season.
Yeah, it'll be really good. Now, shall we talk about what you're here today to do in the kids zone?
Yeah, sure. So at 1 o'clock, we'll be moving across to the kids zone. Along with the stunts, I ended up, as you're touching on, getting injured here and there, and I needed a way to stay fit, stay healthy, but also not get hurt. And gymnastics and martial arts was putting me under risk a lot of the time. So I needed to find something else that was a little more gentle. So I started doing yoga, but I also wanted to do the martial arts and I wanted to do the gymnastics training. So I put the two together. And then this year, while working on Han Solo and being a stormtrooper, I was like, oh my goodness, we should just merge all the things together. So today we're going to see that amalgamation come to fruition. So we're going to do some Star Wars Jedi-style yoga. So it'll be kind of more basic kind of yoga, but we'll be using the lightsabers in there, giving them a whiz about, and trying to find that amalgamation between the Force and pranayama, which is the life force of breathing in, and also just listening out for really good puns and playing words because I'm great at dad jokes.
I love puns. I'm trying to stop myself, but I don't like forcing them out, but I get there in the end. Got there in the end, actually. Right, now, who would like to have a shot of doing some Jedi Yoga up with us at the front?
Don't be shy. You want to come up? Very cool.
You girls? Yeah, do you girls want to come have a shot?
You.
You get a lightsaber? Come on, then. Come up.
Red one.
Anyone else want to try some
up.
Jedi Yoga? Come on, then. You can try some Jedi Yoga.
There we go.
Anyone else want to come have a shot of Jedi Yoga?
Oh,
come on, then. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah? Just jump at the front here. We've got one more lightsaber. Do you need a lightsaber for yourself?
There we go.
There we go.
I don't know what color that is. Yeah. So there'll be a button there if it's not already turned on. Yeah. And these will change. I think as you do this, it's pretty cool. Those change. All right. So we're going to start, and I might need. This is going to be interesting with the one hand. All right. So we're going to start out in what we call OB Warrior 1. All right? So, again, this is the play on words I was talking about. So we'll all face towards the speaker over there. We spread the legs out. Left foot in front, forward. Right hand comes up, overhead. We bend this left knee forward, so open up your stance. Nice, there we go. We inhale, and as we exhale, we come down. Bring it right around to the right. We come over the top again, down, over to the right. And one more time. Down, over to the right. One more time, over. Hold here. Now pull it back like you're pulling back an arrow. Now we're going to see and test Jedi force of your balance. Lean forward, lift up your right leg. And this is much harder with a microphone. So lean forward, hold there. Come back down. We bring it to the back. And this is what we call left arm forward. Use the force, push it out in front of you. Come all the way down, windmill your hands down, hands come down to the ground, put the lightsaber down, And that's what we're going to do for now, because this is even harder with the microphone.
Well, that was really good. Big round of applause for the Jedi Yoga there.
Oh, even heels. Wow, hey, you come over there, we'll swap shoes, we'll see who comes out best.
But that's brilliant, guys. Just have the lightsabers back there. Otherwise, we won't have any for Jedi Yoga later. But I'm so jealous. I want to have a shot of all of these as well. Thank you very much. But that is amazing. So 1 o'clock at the kids zone. I'm just going to keep these now. I'm sorry. 1 o'clock at the kids zone, which is just straight down at the bottom there. You can see big, giant signs. Make sure you head along. You can have a shot of some of these lightsabers. You can do some Jedi Yoga. And I'm sure you'll be able to get some instructions on how to do it at home as well.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Come across there. You'll see the big minion. You can't miss it. The silver sabers are there too. Come across, have a ball. It's just a bit of fun. So feel free, and it's free. So
can parents get involved as well?
Parents get involved. It's designed for kind of yogis as well as people that just want to swing a lightsaber about. I'm in the mixture of the two.
I think I'm definitely in the kind of Jedi swinging the lightsaber.
You're ready.
Honestly, I'm not letting these go. They're great. But let's have a big round of applause for Doug. Make sure you check out the kids zone at 1 o'clock. That'll be brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, guys. I'll be over here if you've got any questions. Just at the back.